Well, opinions abound on how to correctly historicize, right, the 19th century, particularly. As a budding historian, I've read a number of works, probably more than the average person, on the Confederacy, on the Civil War, on individuals who were in leadership and of their particular ideologies and worldviews that they held, and what they were actually seeking to protect, right? And there are a number of monographs, and historiography is very rich in this area, right? And so I'm not trying to ostensibly trying to represent the only position. But I am partial to the difficulty in seeking to separate what was, as one writer called, the peculiar institution of slavery and its tetheredness to the Southern Confederacy. You certainly have quotes of individuals explicitly stating that one of the things that we're seeking to protect in this fight is our peculiar institution, this economic system that we have arranged, that will place Africans on a lower tier as property to be owned, as less than human, to support an economic system of benefit not towards them but towards their white owners. It's very difficult to separate that system from that Southern, quote unquote, Southern heritage. Many take a different path of trying to, many have a different historical imagination of that moment, and there are certainly probably sources that would support that. But on the whole, the things that I've read personally make that a very difficult task, just because that way of life systematized as normative the dehumanization of an entire people. And for me, if I'm always trying to step out of my own shoes and trying to rationally consider if there was any part of a history or heritage that I was seeking to try to celebrate or remember positively that had any kind of proximity to an institution like that, I would be moved to let it go and run from it as quickly as I could, just because of the fact that particularly as a Christian, my identity is rooted in something so much more meaningful and something so much more hopeful than something that it has been tainted, if I'm being charitable, by our proximity to a system that literally denied and disavowed the image of God in those who did and do bear his image.